we are not hiring you.
I actually agree. I actually disagree.
I'm still not hiring you.
"7 Days to Live." A game that is seemingly similar to 99 Nights in the Forest, but except for the deer, Lorax without a mustache is trying to hunt you down. Today I'll be giving you my experience on this game and the possible inspirations of this towards 99 Nights in the Forest. First thing you see when you spawn in is Charles. You can see him aura farming right when you spawn in on the right side. If you speak to him, he says, "I'll be leaving soon with the next extraction team. Remember to forget it all after it's done." We have families, don't we? Seems like Charles ate too much expired vitamins today. You can seemingly buy scraps that are used to buy classes and skins through Robux, with a pretty reasonable amount of payment, which is a contrast to a certain game I know of. Anyways, I got onto the chopper and loaded into a new game on the forest. The game does not provide you any guide at the start, so be aware of that as you start this game off. Thankfully, I have my trusty pay-to-win scout rifle on my hand that does enormous amounts of damage compared to the small Glock I used to hold, so I knew there wasn't going to be any problem. Man, do I love capitalism. Right at the start, I got some wood to prepare a campfire, as I apparently have a campfire meter that will harm me if it drops to a 0. On my way, I picked up a few berries and some stone to prepare for the night. I also shot around 10 bullets onto the wall, hoping it would break. It did not break. As night came, the radio came back to life. The person at the other end was pretty surprised to see me alive. They tell you that multiple life forms are headed my way, which really reminded me of Subnautica.
Detecting multiple Leviathan class life forms in the region. Are you certain? Whatever you're doing.
But as I said before, I have the power of money. Without much problem, I was able to survive the first night and got a campfire up and running at the rooftop. Hell no, I'm not even gonna get close to whatever that is.
But what about your content?
So I went close to it. It was a wreckage of a helicopter that looked similar to the one from the lobby. I had no idea why it was there, but it did give me a few scraps, so that's a win, I guess. Next thing I did was to obviously hunt down a mammoth. It tanked a total of 10 plus shots, but was taken down by capitalism. Through this, I was able to acquire permanent health bonuses and food that would last me for a few days. Thankfully, with the power of money, I took them all down, and Night 2 passed safely once again. Once again, I was tempted by content and strayed out of my base towards the mountains in search for anything else.
Wait.
I then practiced a few shots onto the deer in order to prepare for the monsters that would once again come during the night, until I saw something at the distance, which had my name for some reason. Also, there were a few stairways that was seemingly at the forest for no reason, which, by the way, is a reference to sightings of stairways sometimes existing inside the forest for seemingly no reason. It seems like the fog is getting thicker, the more we try to get out of here. Leaving the note down, I take the few canned beans and once again head back as night is coming pretty damn fast. I craft a few armor to protect myself and get ready for another night for those monsters. Why the hell are they flying now? Once again, the night passes, and I could explore this world again. I can hear things move in the dark. I can hear them whispering. I can't take it anymore. All right, ref, take me out of this place already. I actually tried going into the fog, but it pushes you out and doesn't let you through. Once again, night comes back, and I do my best to survive in this hellscape. They send new monsters every day, which is a welcoming sight for my content. I really do love capitalism. The next day, I was thinking of going AFK until I saw something in the distance. Could it be a human? I think to myself. Apparently, we got ghosts in this game now. How amazing. I also find the soul of a $6 an hour worker's angered spirit lingering around and put it to rest like the others. It seems the monsters got an upgrade this time, but once again, I have the power of money with me. I stood AFK during the next 2 days, and during the final day, spotted the flower person who needed 20 flowers for some reason. You could say that I am a pretty generous person. The radio contacts me again and says that they're ready to get me out of this hell. That took only a few days, so I was pretty excited. Oh, what in the hell is that? So a barrage of monsters appeared suddenly, along with one that looks like it came straight out of Pixel Gun 3D. Finally, the night was starting to clear, and I saw a red dot appear in the sky. Saying goodbye to my makeshift base, I headed towards my goal. What the hell do you mean, you know? Was I supposed to figure out something?
What the hell? Oh my!
Compared to the forest, the moon immediately gave me a job.
Hell no.
I looked around a bit, saw a few boards with papers hanging around, which looked oddly familiar. Apparently, we have to refill our oxygen in this game mode, and also refill this machine which supplies us with energy. More jobs. Right off the first day, I saw a few people in a black suit holding a gun. Since I didn't see a human in a long time, I decided to give them a warm welcome. The heat meter was bugged in this game, so I was basically getting damage every few seconds during this game. I was able to find a workaround later, but we'll talk about it after we get to that point. Night came quick, so I refueled my machine and stood outdoors to keep an eye out for new monsters. But none came, so I sat down and started to go through the lore written on the whiteboard.
What are you doing? You're not the thinker.
Let me give you a very brief explanation. subscribe to the 30 Days YouTube channel. After reading all that lore, I was out working at the field once again gathering resources to somehow maintain my livelihood. I also found an extinct dinosaur floating in the air, so I sent it back to its families. I did come across a few bases, but they had cups, which I didn't need for unless I was going to do a cup song. I also went ahead and looted all the solar panels for ingredients. How fun. Some idiot was banging on my walls while there was a door, so I taught them manners and went back inside. A few minutes later, someone else was doing the same thing, so I gave them another warm welcome. Oh, and if you were curious, the deers that were in the forest got replaced by those dinosaurs, so yes, keep that in mind. I was genuinely starting to tweak out when I realized I had no oxygen left, but I thankfully made it back to base and survived. During this night, a guard dog came looking for food. I gave it the knuckle sandwich bullet version. Rise and shine, baby. Another day came as the night passed through. Nothing too crazy yet. I thought I saw a corpse at the horizon while farming and brushed it off as a one-time thing. I was correct.
Oh no!
So you remember this, right? Polar was basically one of the people who were hearing something speak to them while at this place. Well, it got him, it seems. So I decided to free Polar off into a better place. Just in case it didn't send him through. Apparently this place is foggy too.
Are you kidding me?
Next night comes in, SCP-096 starts walking on all four legs onto me. But I still have bills. What the? As the night clears, I am barely alive due to the heat meter not coming back. I start to regret all my decisions in life. But then, I find a solution to this. It's to move around as night transitions today. That's right. It was as simple as that. Or you could build a heater. Except the game denied me from making one. Next thing you know, I built myself a caffeine machine, just absolute peak cinema. Then a damn Titan ant appeared out of nowhere. Then I saw its whole gang pull up. Final night passed, easy as hell. I give it a small sigh and a nice cup of espresso rating out of 10. What the hell is this cutscene even about? Once again, Infinity Mode was enabled and I wanted to quit immediately, but at a distance I spotted the spaceship I saw from the cutscene, so I started to run at it.
I was then shot 57 times.
Right off the bat, black suit person. Spotted on top of the buildings that is out of bound. They wear the exact same suit as the ones we saw from the moon mission, but this one has white eyes. I guess you could say they are blinded by the light. Next up is the old 7 Days to Live lobby that you can enter by walking backwards, except for forwards from the spawn. This place has a single entity seemingly weeping in the corner. Oh, and it also jump scares you. Next up is a room. When you walk out of bounds for a bit, you might spot a room that is seemingly floating. I believe this might be for the next update, but who knows? You can also find a dog pooping. Finally, a body covered in a suit. You can apparently catch this in the river, but I wasn't able to do this, so here is a picture for that. With this, I am somewhat done with this video for now. The connections I will talk throughout later videos. But for now, I must go and play this new horror game out on Steam. So until then, goodbye.